Murli sir, how are you? How are you, Badri sir?
Hi Virupa, how are you?
Very good. I'm fine. How are you?
He looks like a movie star.
Murlina, Murlina, வணக்கம் அண்ணா.
Let's start and rock and roll. Murli sir, how are you first? Welcome to Crick Guru.
I'm very good.
You stayed,
No,
you stayed at
stent,
home
no.
and you lost.
No. I did put 3 stent. No, the heart.
Oh,
Then now all the habits, food habits. So
Yeah,
food,
you
right?
change your food habits.
You can't eat oil and everything. So cut down everything and exercise. So getting fitter.
Okay. So you are on normal diet now, no?
Yeah. You see me, I lost a lot of weight.
I lost a lot of it. Yes. Sorry, Murli sir, I didn't know that. I didn't even call you earlier also. Badri, did you know that about Murli sir's stint? He got three.
Yeah, I saw it in the news actually when Murlina, I think he was with Sunrisers. I think.
It was in IPL.
IPL time it
I didn't
happened.
check.
Yeah, I'm also seeing him after a long time. He seems to have lost a lot of weight. I've actually not seen him much with beard. He's having beard and all now. So I think
Yes,
it looks
Murli
like
sir
Murlina version 2.
It look like Rajnikant, 2.0.
Little change, Viru. Trying
Yeah,
to be
Murli
young
sir-
a little bit. Trying to be young, and I'm 49 and trying to be like 35.
Murli sir, you are young by your heart, so don't say that you're 49. So you are looking young, and you will always remain young for us. I'll still
Yeah,
remember.
I want you to call not sir, Murali, okay?
For me, you are Murli sir only.
No.
For
Don't
me,
call
you
me,
always, because
please.
I still remember that when I was playing against Sri Lanka, I used to call you Murli sir only. So I cannot change, you know. Old habits will not go easily, Murli sir, until you get stint in your heart. So I was telling something that in 2001 I first been to Sri Lanka, and we were talking about only Muralidharan. There was one off spinner who turns big. It was not easy to hit him. Make sure that you see him first. And I was thinking that it's a off spinner, yeah. I can just smash him anytime. But when I actually played Murli sir first time, so it was very, very difficult. Still, when I scored even a couple of hundreds against him, he was
Not
the
couple of
most
hundred,
difficult.
almost 300, got a 300 as
No, I missed that. I missed that. You got me out.
You've been very kind. You are the only one who
No.
smashes me everywhere,
No.
all over
Murli
the
sir,
park.
it took me 8 years. So let me finish that. So I was thinking that off spinner I can easily handle. I can hit him six fours and all. But when I played you, so it was difficult for me to actually rotate the strike. Forget the hitting. And first couple of years, I was not scared of any bowler like Brett Lee, Shoaib Akhtar, McGrath, Pollock, or even Shane Warne or whatever name, Saklin Mushtaq. So I was not actually bothered or scared. But whenever I was playing against Sri Lanka, I was only worried about Murli sir, scared that if Murli sir comes, before Murli sir comes, I have to be on 50 or 50 or 60. So at least if he gets me out, I'm safe in that way.
I think you got about two double hundreds against us. In
I
goal,
got
you got a double hundred, no? Goal?
Yeah, I got 100
Goal
before you come to ball.
CCI.
Once I got 100 before you come to ball in Kanpur. Remember that?
Yeah.
So I was
Always a
little scared.
problem. Always a problem when batting with Virupa. You have to, as a non-striker, you have to sometimes control your inferiority complex and just play your game, which is very hard. On my test debut, I am batting on 20, Virupa is batting on 80. By the time I came to 40, he has already got 130. So sometimes as a non-striker, batting with Virupa, you have to, I think,
No, we also felt because when you are batting, right? Because you scores very quickly in Test cricket, then your result is possible. See, because golden old days, the people who take 200 runs, it takes 2 days to play. You normally within a 1 day 300 runs you can score. So that is the danger for the side of opposition. And also I want to remind you the first time when I saw you in 2001, you played at Kettaram at number 6, not number 6. So Marwan was with me. We talked about other opposition players in the field itself. Then when you played, you got only about 20-25 runs. Marwan that day said, Murali, this player is going to be a world beater. He's going to be one of the best. He told me straight away. And he said, Marwan, how could you say? Where he plays, I can see he got it. So after 2 years, then I said to Marwan, you are right. Because he was scoring heavily and everything. And so Marwan had, saw you when you were young, in 2001. He thought he was going to be the one of the biggest players for India.
Oh yeah, thank you, Melissa, for sharing this lovely story. Now come back to the Crick Guru. Melissa, when I discussed with you Crick Guru, what was your first reaction about Crick Guru? You know, it's a good, bad, or you are confused, or you are thinking, you know, it will work or not. So just share me that.
No, it's very good, I say, because of the reason is what I know, right? Because I've been bowling for 20 years in Test cricket and then almost 25 years of IPL and 26 years playing cricket for in a professional level. So played in county, so much experience I got. So I want to give that experience to youngsters. See, on not making money or anything, the platform, that platform I didn't have because when I first time when Australian cricket asked me to do, I did it a few times with them, and then Saurav Ganguly for 2020 for coaching for 4 years. I did in Bengal, so that was the experience. And also, like Crick Guru is anybody can come, anybody can learn how to become a champion. So it is a process. It is not about how you practice or anything. So you should know how the great players became greater, because it's all about sharing your thoughts. So I think Crick Guru, what Viru, you have done a great job for game of cricket, not anything else. It's a game of cricket needed this kind of a thing because you got 60 or 70 players, in top players in the world, and coming and giving advice to youngsters, so the youngsters can learn a lot. So this is very, very good, I think, because nobody has tried this, and I would say to you, very, very good luck for you and also for us, because to share this, not to go with a short term, a long term period, and we can advise them, and yet the players will come and join you and make sure that this is one of the biggest coaching platform in the world.
Thank you, Murli sir. Thank you for your lovely and kind words. I'll share with my fans that, you know, when we ask Murli sir to do this, and we gave him, we make sure that he will uh, do everything. He said, "Don't worry, I did it 100 times, 1,000 times. You just don't worry about that." And Murli sir never bother us. Whenever we ask him, do it one more time, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, he did it quietly. So thank you very much, Murli sir. Badri, when you first time heard, I know that I didn't talk to you about this. Maybe one of my team member spoke to you about Crick Guru. What was your thought on this?
First of all, it is an excellent initiative, Virupa. I think it is a natural progression, is what I think. You know, the world around us is changing. The way when, of course, when I last played my first class game in 2016. So from then on till now, the game has changed. So constantly, game is changing. Technology is coming to the game. The way we are playing it, the way it is being coached, the way it is being enjoyed, the way it is being seen, everything around us is changing. So I think the next step in the natural progression of the game, I think, is Crick Guru. I think it's redefining coaching and taking it to the next level. So I think it's a great initiative, first of its kind. And when somebody can learn from the best in the business who have been there and done it, I don't think you can ask for anything better. Actually, I am a little bit jealous of this today youngsters, because something like this was not there when I played. Probably I could have learned something from, for example, like a Murli and Virupa. I can see and talk and learn. I think it's the greatest gift created, and it has been possible through technology. So I feel that yes, it is a natural step in the progression of the game, and I'm very glad to be part of it.
Thank you, Badri. Murli sir, when you were shooting for this Crick Guru app, did you thought that you know uh, this type of app we need for youngsters, or you just said that okay, Viru said ask me to do that, I'll just do it.
Yeah, definitely we should need, because see there are a lot of fans and youngsters who follow uh, great cricketers, because they will want to know the questions, like how they did it, how they did it. So sometimes when you're bowling and showing you your way, maybe that boy can't learn, but thing is you can give in the mind that how to work on his way, how did I successful in my way. So we have to also teach them their way, how they have to practice, what we have to do. There are basic cricket techniques that you have to know. Then you can adapt to your own style. So where you saying like, no, where you batting, your feet doesn't move. But if the coach come and say to you, and please, you have to move the ball, you will try hard, but you are not going to connect the ball because your eye-hand coordination is so good. So people like that, they're there. So own ability. So example, if you take Mendy's, how to bowl the carom ball. So the basic is there. So we can give the tips how to become that, but they can't copy us, but they can be something good in their own way. So that's what we're going to teach in this, because I can show my action, everything. I was showing everything, and also I will show them. I was teaching them to how to be simple, because simple techniques, because they can learn in the video and see, because there are some small technique in you, then you can adapt yourself using those techniques. So this is more important for the youngsters to think about the legends, how they became and how they practiced, how they approached mentally, and also can learn from them.
Lovely. Thank you, Murli sir. Badri, just talk about what's in your cricket curriculum in this Crick Group website. It's a batting, bowling, fielding, or mindset. What? Just talk through about that. I know you are not a bowler, but still, you bowl with
Yeah.
little lollipop off spins.
Sometimes lollipops are very deceptive.
Yeah, because I got out twice. Once Mohammad Kaif got me out, and once Shikhar Dhawan in IPL. First over he bowled, I tried to smack him, and ball went up, and I got out.
Yeah, Virupa, I just like to take one example from Murli Anna. Actually, I would like to
Yeah,
share.
yeah.
From basically, you asked what it is, what cricket is all about. I think, and I would like to take one example of Murli Anna. 2008, when Murli Anna came, we both were there at Chennai Super Kings. First time IPL is starting and everything. So I was a little bit overawed. I hadn't played international cricket by then. I was a youngster. Murli Anna is coming and bowl, just batting against Murli Anna in the nets for me was a great thing. Left that aside, I think Mulyana, even after he bowled, he used to come and ask me, who is not even play international cricket, Badri, if I bowl round the wicket, can you hit it over mid wicket? Can you hit this over country? Can you hit this ball over extra cover? He used to get a lot of feedback from me, who actually is a novice. He had taken 800 wickets, but still legend. But IPL was something he wanted to prove. He wanted to, create a difference, a new thing. T20 cricket, IPL. I want to do well. So what I learned from Mulyana at that point was he was intrinsically motivated. He was not bothered about the external things. He wanted to prove to himself that he can do in T20 cricket. I think play the game. We say play the game, youngsters, for the right reasons. I think there is no bigger example than Mulyana, because he didn't. He was not. He was simple, humble. Is always the way, as I've known Mulyana. No, playing for the right reasons. I am going to prove. I am going to develop my game. Whatever I can do for that, he did it. So I think that is what I think for me it's Cricket is all about. Maybe learning from the legends why they played, intrinsically motivated, whatever. See, I think youngsters have a lot of other things, Virupa. Sometimes they play for the parents are putting them into coaching, or coach is asking them to do something. Sometimes scholarships, finance, media. There are so many extrinsic motivations. But what I learned from Mulyana is you don't play for all these reasons. You play because you enjoy the game, you like the game, you want to become better as a cricketer. So I think that is one of the most valuable lessons that I got from playing outside
No,
India.
I
Ye-
think what he was saying, right? Because when I was playing cricket, because you have first step is you have to love, not like. You have to love the game. So no matter, game is bigger than you. No matter, game is bigger than you. You can get hurt, and also you have to be very humble when you're playing, because the reason is You can be a champion in one day, next day you can be a zero. Because you need the team, the 11 people to help you. Because you can't be so down to earth you have to be, because otherwise there's one day you need the other 11 to help you. So those are the basic things in mind you have to have. Then after that, you have to dedicate and you have to make sure that prove to yourself that satisfaction, because the performance, what you do, that is the most important thing. When you go and see in a new game of cricket, whatever, I do spot bowling a lot because that helps me, because I will ask when before I don't know the player, how they play, then all the things we should know, because sometimes in the middle, the smaller player can hurt you. But if you don't know what is the strength. So these are the things when I came to Chennai, because I was first when I played T20 cricket is in Lancashire in 2005 when it started. It was easy because you know that they can't play spin. But Indians are youngsters to everyone, a good player of spin. So you have to be very, very careful when you're bowling to a young Indian. Those days, right? Nowadays, I don't know because they only hit. Those days, they know how to maneuver the ball. And actually, because I don't want to criticize anything these days, players, because power hitting. Those days, they have to maneuver and power hit. So both they can do. So then it's difficult to get them out or get them restricted because they run ones, twos, and then hit a four. It is dangerous. So you have to know what they do. Even a youngster, what they do, we have to know. Otherwise, that's why I was asking so many questions, because I didn't know anybody in the Indian players, because I know the Indian big players who played for India, but I don't know the domestic players. They're also good enough to play in IPL. So that's why, because for the youngsters, they have to understand what is the opposition, what is we are going to play, what you have to prove. You don't have to prove others. You have to prove yourself you are good enough. That's what I thought.
Yes, Murli sir. Thank you very much. Even Sachin Tendulkar said one thing: you have to give full respect to the game, and game will look after you. So if you don't give respect to the game will not look after you, because there is no shortcut in cricketing life. You have to put hard work. Then only you will get a success if you want to. But Murli sir, what happened in 2005 when we played the World 11, where you just counting after every game, we lost $100,000. Now we lost again $100,000, and we lost again $100,000. When we lost three in a row, you and Shoaib Akhtar and Maka Anthony, three were only discussing money. We lost more than $1 million. We could have win at least one.
No, Viru, that was we are playing for, not playing. See, playing for country is something. Playing for that World Championship is something, because it was a big money offered when you win. So we had the players who have all best players in the world, and Australia also best team. But I found in that best players won't make a best team, right? Because the puzzles has to make, because some are coming from India.
That's why you are counting money.
So
that's why you are counting money. We have a big players.
But we can't win. We never won anyone. We lost everything.
We lost one test match. We lost 3 one-day in a row. And after that, everybody was just discussing money part. We lost more than $1 million. Let's pack our bags, go back home and play for our countries. Okay. I think it's our moral duty to, make sure that we create something for youngsters, because, and youngsters need guidance. And through this CricGuru app, I think that, when they watch videos of Muralidharan or AB de Villiers, Chris Gayle, Sehwag, Badrinath, Harbhajan Singh, Ishant Sharma. So there are a lot of international cricket, young and old, who actually spoke about mental toughness. So Badri, how important is mental toughness? Because you also spoke about in this CricGuru website, about mental part of for youngsters. So just share some thoughts on that.
Yeah, definitely, Rupa. I think the demands of a modern era cricketer is three-dimensional. So I feel that when we say three-dimensional, people think it is batting, bowling, fielding, but there is another third dimension to cricket as well. I think apart from your playing skills, apart from your fitness skills, you need to have mind skills as well. I think it's a very, very important thing in today's cricket. I think it's very, very, especially for the modern era cricketer, with so many things happening in the world. I think it is definitely, you have to be in tune with what exactly. It's not about awareness of outside as well. It is important to be aware of what happening, inside of me. When I'm going into bat, I feel that I'm nervous. It's okay. It's okay to be nervous. Everybody, we all have been nervous. But if we have the tools, if we have the skills to handle that and get through that anxiety, there is performance ahead of that. So it's a very, very important part, and and I think some area where it is not neglected. That is where I think Cricru is a great platform where guys like you mentioned, Mulyana or Virupa, all these people have all spoken about the mental aspect of the game. I think it is very, very important. It is like a glue. I think it is like a glue in a building. You can't see it. You can't see it on the outside, but we all know that it's very important to keep the building intact. So I think when something that important is there, but it can't be seen on outside, it needs to be worked on. It needs to be practiced on a daily basis. It's not like something that you switch on and you become mentally tougher. I think it comes from practice. What you do in training, what you do, you keep doing it over a period of time, and then obviously you can see the result out there on the ground.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you, Badri. But I'll share one story with all of fans and with you people, that when I was playing IPL, and it was my last year, I think 2015 or 16. So Murli sir called me and he said, no, no, don't retire. You come and play for Murli sir's team. He said, you bat in middle order, just bat spinners. That's all we want. But thank you, Murli sir, for offering that offer and motivating me to play one more or two more year for your team. But I couldn't do that, and even that small things matter in for mindset. He he maybe will not take me from the auction, but he actually motivated me to play one more year. But I realized that I think my time was gone, so it's better to quit the game. But that's what Murli sir told me when in 2015 or 16, before my retirement. I should play one more year in middle order for my team only. And whenever spinner comes, you just go out there, because if you can smack me, you can smack any spinner. That's what Murli sir. So thank you, Murli sir. Sometimes these are very small words, but will motivate you. And similarly, I think Badri and Murli sir spoke about a lot of things in Cricru app or Cricru websites. You go and check it. So Murli sir, if you want to give any message to the youngsters for this Cricru app.
Now, before that, I told you to play because I knew that you have more time. You could have played 1 or 2 years because, see, in your mind, you were not prepared to play. That's why. Because if you are put some effort and say you are going to play, definitely you could have another 1 or 2 seasons for us. So we would have been better in that time period. But unfortunately, you decided that's okay. But what I'm saying is, for the youngsters, what I said is mental is more important. So the mental strength. Because how people ask how you get mental strength. No, because you follow the basics. And go and don't be scared. Like what Viru, you did for your whole career. Getting out, you are never scared. You never scared whenever in 98 also you jump and try to hit a 4 or 6, because at the time you thought that I have to do. Because, so what being mental entry is, whatever you think, you have to apply. That is called mental at the time, because you should not hesitate. Like, okay, shall I do or not do? So that's the mental end. Because, and also you should not pre-plan. Like, I will get 150. I have to get 150, 200 runs. I have to get. No, you should not think. You have to see the ball on the merit and play the ball. Watch the ball if you're a batsman. Watch the ball and hit the ball. That's all. It's all about eye and coordination. Even in the bowling, you have to watch the spot where you have to bowl. Even fielding, you have to watch the batsman. The ball is coming. So it's all about watching. So if you can do the process by one ball and make sure, that is called the mental strength of cricket. And also you have to practice well. So that's the skill you have to. So that's what you're going to learn from Cricru, this program, because you are going to speak to most of the legends in this program, because they will say the same thing as it is all about. You have to believe yourself, and you should not think everything ball by ball. You merit, you have to take it and play. So definitely the youngsters can get various experience from various players. Please don't hesitate. Come into the app and make sure that you get your advice, and you can be one of another legend in your career, because what you follow their steps, and this platform will give you everything for you, because nowhere in the world this kind of a platform is there, because this kind of a players, to get these players, it's not easy. I know, because very, very difficult, because of we respect Virendra Sehwag, and I call him as a sir as well. So because he's also a legend, and so because of him only it has happened, because came because of him, not because of anything else, because I want to support him, and also I want to support the game. That's also important. So that's why we want to do that. So please get into the app and make sure that you get this advice from the legends, and make sure you become a great player.
Thank you, Murli sir. And Murli sir didn't charge anything for us, so thank you very much. And he was so helpful that he did it during COVID time in Sri Lanka, and really appreciate Murli sir. Thank you. Badri, a message from you.
Yeah, so like I mentioned before, actually I am a little bit jealous, Virpa. Actually, like I said, when I was a youngster, something like this was not there. I was aching to learn so much, I think, and this is a great gift from a legend like you for the youngsters. So I would just urge all the youngsters to go to Crickeru. There is a huge plethora of stars there. So just select whomever you like. I think you can, if you we keep saying in Mind Skills, it is important to find a significant other. It is important to find a significant other. I'm not saying like a boyfriend or girlfriend, but it's important to find a mentor, a significant other mentor whom you can learn from. It can be a Virendra Sehwag, it can be a Muralidharan, or it can be a Badrinath, whomever you like. Connect with the cricketer that you want to be like, and then take it from there. It is very, very important, because when you, as a youngster, throughout your life, there are many stages where you have to take a lot of decisions with regards to your cricket, your game, whether what should I do with my fitness, what should I do with my game, constant decision making process. So I think Crickeru is there to help you out become a better cricketer. So that is what I would like to urge all the youngsters to use this great platform, and I'm sure it will be beneficial.
Lovely. Thank you, Badri. Thank you, Murli sir. I know, I really appreciate to come on the Zoom call and share your thoughts with me. Thank you so much. And all the best. Murli sir, please take care of yourself and see you soon somewhere.
Thank you very much, Viru. You are yourself, take care of yourself, and everything will be well, because this time is COVID, and everyone can get the Crickeru and start working on it, because this is the best time, because you can't go into the play. At least you can get some advice.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Badri. Thank you, Murli sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Murlina. Take care. Stay safe.